one take. And action. Good. Welcome to take one with Rancancook. All right, so today we're not filming live. We decided to kind of just go with one take, so this is it. And so one of the things that we did last week, we talked about our Smoky Mountain chicken. We filmed it paying homage to Ruby Tuesdays, and today we've decided for the first time ever on Rancancook, we're making dessert. I don't normally make this, but if you're like me and you're a male, desserts is not your forte. You like eating them, but you're not really good at making them. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a dessert, and I want to pay kind of homage to something that I remember growing up. Now, if you grew up in Tuscaloosa, we used to go, when you went to the University Mall, you got to go to the cookie company, and that was great. That's why it's called the Great American Cookie Company. And if you could swindle more than one cookie out of your mom, that was an excellent day. But there's a rare occasion, especially around Christmas time, that you got to go to the Galleria, okay? And Birmingham River Chase Galleria, if you've never been there, it was like the super mall compared to what we were used to here in Tuscaloosa. And one of my favorite things to do, I didn't care nothing about the shops, it was just because it was huge, I enjoyed it. But one of my favorite things to do about that, going to the Galleria, was Cinnabon. Oh my goodness, I love me some Cinnabon. And it was on the second floor. So we'd always park near the JCPenney's and we'd come in. And the great thing is Cinnabon was on the second floor. So you get to ride the escalator, which didn't have a lot of escalators here other than Gayfers, and and then you get in trouble for riding it too much. And you get on the escalator, and it's kind of like you're going to the pearly gates. I always joke about that, because you're riding up, the escalator's taking you to the top, and there's Cinnabon. It's like right there in front of you. And you go up there, and you press your face against the window. And of course, I was short, so it was kind of like this the whole time. And there's the cinnamon rolls, all lined up, and then they give you a big fat one in a box, and it had to be 2,000 calories. So anyway, we're going to kind of mimic that, but do it in a casserole form. I found this, thought it was really good. It sounds a lot like that, but we're doing the most simple way to do this. This is something you can make and take. You can do it at the fire station. I think it'd work well at a firehouse using a crock pot. And so we're going to kind of walk you through those steps today, and then on the back side of this, we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So we're going to have a few ingredients. We'll talk about them real quick. Okay, first of all, Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. Not hard. This is what we're doing, an easy version. Everything with me is easy. Cinnamon rolls, so we're going to show you how to do those. In our mixture that we're going to be using today, we have 4 eggs, okay? We have 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. We have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, it's got a little bit of sugar in it, and then ½ a cup of milk. And that's this concoction right here, okay? So what I've done, I've already opened the can up real quick. I've already microwaved the sauce. We're going to pour that on top. And all we're going to do with this, hands are already washed, all we're going to do with this is we're going to quarter them, like so. Nothing big deal. Too fast. I probably should have got my sharp knife, Claude, when you remind me of that. But anyway, that's beside the point. So we're just going to cut these guys up. It's never good if you're having to tear dough with your dull knife, but I grabbed the wrong one, but it's going to be all right. And so what we're doing is we're going to quarter these guys, so they can look almost like little pizza squares, cutting them in 4s. Okay. And we're almost done. And last but not least, there. Okay, so got them all quartered. My sauce is getting ready. We're going to make sure we use I like my olive oil spray, so we're going to spray it on the inside. You can also use some kind of butter spray. I don't try not to use too much butter if I don't have to. Spraying it kind of helps with sticking. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take the pieces and just gently lay them on the bottom. Claude can zoom in here if he wants to. Just lay them in here on the bottom like so. Across the bottom, and then we're going to do the second layer. I don't really think it matters. Now the cool thing about it is the way it looks, and this is a pretty good size crock pot. If you have a smaller one, it may take up a little bit more room, but it really don't matter. It's going to be good either way. The good thing about take one is we are totally just filming it, no editing, and no makeup for me, because I probably need some. And Claude gets to enjoy all the benefits of eating all this. But see, we were fixing dessert today, and if you look over here, our mayor, he stopped by and brought us coffee and donuts today. So we really appreciate that. He did not know Rancancook was filming today, so that's all right. We didn't. I'm gonna get him on here as a guest helper one day. But we appreciate the coffee and the donuts. I guess me and Claude's gonna start running now, maybe finish by in the morning to burn all these calories off today. So I got my 4 eggs, my half a cup of milk, my syrup, my vanilla extract, and my cinnamon. And we will put this in the bottom of the ingredients to kind of remind you in case I talk too fast. We'll get that good and going. Like so. Claude, did it look good to you?
Look good.
Look at this one I'm talking about. And then we're going to gently just pour this on top of this. Like I said, almost like a soup. Now, using your crock pot, preferably one with a timer. It's going to probably take about 2.5 hours to cook this. Now, I don't know about y'all, but biscuits in a can kind of scare me. It's kind of like those Jack in the Box used to have when you was a kid. You know that part? So this kind of does the same thing because it's kind of... Oh, didn't do it. Oh, there it goes. It always scares me. All right, so we'll lay these guys out. Make sure you don't throw the icing away because we will need that here in a few minutes when we get done. And the last one, chunking it, and we're off. Doing the same thing we did a second ago, quartering them up. Probably don't want to cut the lid. That would taste kind of funny, Claude. The lid in there. And good. So a lot of times we have fellowship meals that you go to at church. Now, Claude, look at that. Oh, there you go. So I was about to get on somebody at Pillsbury for not cutting that good. You have to do a lot of times you have to do fellowship meals. You got to go. You know, the holidays is coming up. If you're like me, you always show up for those with nothing in hand other than maybe some cookies that you bought. But I want to impress your mom this year, or the in-laws this year. Make the Cinnabon Casserole. So, almost done. And the last one. Good deal. Alright, so now we're back to stacking again. So this time I'm gonna end up trying to put them in the gaps where the other ones work. I mean, you kind of can't see them as well as you could before, but that's alright. I think it's going to be good either way. They're going to rise. Whoops, drop one in there. They're going to rise up and impress us all. So, almost done. Now, I have never made this before, but I do like some cinnamon rolls. And Claude does too. And we got milk, Claude. Look, we can have cinnamon rolls and milk today.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, we're going to be 400 pounds. We keep this up. So obviously not the most healthy meal I've ever cooked, but it's going to be all right. Holidays are coming. So, all right, that's it. Now, we take our drizzle. We kind of drizzle a little bit on top as it rises up. Now, I did microwave this. I don't recommend microwaving for 30 seconds because, you know, normally you spread it when it's done. This you're actually doing at the beginning, and then we'll do it again once the... I don't recommend 30 seconds because what happens at 30 seconds, Claude?
It bubbled out.
Yeah, we had us a little science experiment. But you almost let me leave one. What's wrong with you? All right, so anyway, we got all that stuff done. We're going to keep that icing for later, and I'll spread it when it's done, and we'll pop back in and show you. So we're going to come over here. Now, crock pots, if you hadn't upgraded in a while, they're pretty reasonable. This one has a timer on it. You can select. So we're going to cook on low, and we're going to go for 2.5 hours. Okay? Put her on, and the best part of this is to set it and forget it meal. So that should be done. We'll click back in. We'll show you the back half of this video. But anyway, Cinnabon Casserole, paying homage to Cinnabon at the Galleria, River Chase. I expect next time I'm there at least get a free one now that I've called you out on Facebook. I'm just kidding. But we definitely want to pay homage to them. Remember as a kid how great that was, and hopefully as adults, me and Claude are going to have that same experience. So thank you for Rancancook, and take one, and we will talk to you guys later. Appreciate it. Action. All right, back with take one here on Rancancook. So, cinnamon rolls, they've been cooking for a good 2.5 hours almost, like 2:45 actually. On mine, I set it for low for about 2.5 hours, and then it kicks into keeping it warm. So, I wanted y'all to be here for the unveil. I just popped the top on this, and we opened it up. And if you'll look, they have risen, and they're done. What we're going to do is we're going to take our sauce. I microwaved it this time, Claude, only 15 seconds. We're going to pour that over the top. This has got to be good for you, right, Claude?
It's got to be.
Got to be, yeah. Really good. If you're having sugar issues, we just hold you by the nose and pour this down your throat, and it would wake you up, wouldn't it? And so we're going to just make sure we get it evenly spread on everything. It's a good thing we can keep it warming the whole time. And what I'm going to do is, there we go. Here goes nothing. So we'll take it, cut it down. Pretty good. They recommend you can get a liner if you want to. So you'll see it's got a nice little crust on the outside, on the edge. There's the inside. So we'll see. How do you think it's going to taste?
Amazing.
Poor old Cinnabon ain't got a chance. We're about to put them out of business. But anyway, of course it's not going to be Cinnabon, but this is Rancancook's version of it. You can do the same thing if you'd like to. I'll make sure we post and put all the ingredients and stuff at the bottom. But this is your own, very own Cinnamon Roll Casserole. Good to take to that Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner you're having coming up. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll catch you back. We'll be doing something regular next time we're together. Claude says hey, I say hey, say goodbye to both of you, and we'll see everybody later. Thank y'all.